Hi guys, so this is how we clean our stamps here in Get Stamped HQ. It's a good idea to clean your stamps after using them because it will extend the longevity of the stamps, and if you don't, the ink can get into the grooves and build up over time, and then you'll get a less crisp impression when you're using the stamps. So I've got here some kitchen towel and a couple of dishcloths, one damp, one dry, and a few stamps of varying degrees of filthiness. Oh, and a stamp cleaner for the really filthy one. So first of all, I would just dab the stamp onto some paper or some kitchen towel just to get most of the ink off, and then it's just a matter of cleaning the excess in the grooves and around the edges, for which, when it's a stamp with minimal amounts of ink on like this, you should be alright just with a damp cloth just to go over it like that. With stamps mounting on wood like our ones, you don't want to get it too wet, or especially you don't want to run it under a cold tap, because it's not good for the wood and it can affect the adhesive between the stamp and the wood. So once you've got it a bit like that, I just dry it off on a dry cloth like that, and then that should be good to go. It's pretty simple. With if you're using stamps with plastic polymer rubber rather than natural rubber like we use, you might want to use talcum powder because they get a bit sticky. But with proper rubber stamps like we make, should be fine without the talc. They don't get too sticky. So I'll just show you again with this bigger one, just to get rid of most of the ink, and then with a wet cloth, just like that. But don't be too rough with it. You don't want to, especially if it's quite a fine, delicate, detailed image. But I mean, you're never really going to get all the ink off. There's going to be ink staining, so that's not a problem. You just want to get, you know, as much as you can off, really. And so yeah, especially with one like this with quite a lot of ink, you can use a bit of the stamp cleaner like that. A few more dabs on the dry. I mean, it barely looks like any different, but it is clean. It is cleaner than it was. It will maintain good impressions more than it did before. Yeah, and last one. This one is especially filthy, so I'm gonna get lots of that stamp cleaner on it. Like that. Again, it's going to look filthy, but your stamps will thank you for it. All right, and these 3 stamps are all right to pack away. So with storing your stamps, you just want to keep them in a cool, dry place, outside direct sunlight, in a drawer somewhere, and Bob's your uncle.